I think there was a documentary on a certain doctor who was doing that. Either a doctor or a nurse who was doing that. The patients that were on life support and all that, she was giving them morphine, helping them to die. And then eventually she had done it on a lot of people. And eventually she was caught and then prosecuted. So even according to the law, medical distance is not right, yeah.
Daddy, please, based on the answer you gave to my question, so if I get you right, is it good to, after talking to the patient, after advising them, praying for them, is it good to also recommend they use condom to protect themselves?
That is the child, the child.
The child, yes. You see, there are some of the
because, okay. Because where they have come to and where you are working is, let's say, PPHD. PPH, let's say that's where they have come to. And they have come to seek counsel, right? So you can give them professional advice. Because I know somebody who had a mental issue, and then she got pregnant. Because she would go sleep in the classroom, then people would take advantage of her. So what they did was that they just implanted something here so that she will not get pregnant. So that one is a contraception, right? So that one is not a sin. Contraception is not a sin. Especially, if it's within the context of marriage. But to prevent pregnancy, yes. If you are not married and living with somebody, you are doing that. That's the act. The fornication is what is a sin, but the contraception is not a sin. So if you give the advice to the people, you are giving professional advice. And sometimes you can also, as you are giving the advice, something will just leak through your heart, from your heart through the advice to them, for them to know that all these things, it's better they surrender to the Lord.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, Daddy. I would like to take your advice concerning speaking with my boss so that we'll see how possible not to do the abortion thing. So if after conversing with him or having a conversation concerning that and he is not in agreement, should I leave? Or what do I do? Or I should be like, well, I might still be here, but then if it's a case concerning that I wouldn't want to be in. For instance, the one last week, for instance, I didn't assist. Inti, I don't know, sir.
What did you say?
As in, you've advised that I should speak with my. You mean with regards to the last week?
The one I didn't assist.
Yeah. Well, I was doing something.
That's a reason. Okay, you see, the thing is that if that is the only role you are playing there, it's not like that's the only role. That's what you are. You are not directly involved in causing that. Then that one you should just it's not under your. It's not within your purview anyway. So you can just be there. It's like somebody who asks whether, let's say, okay, what about an accountant working in that establishment? What about a pharmacist? What about, those are unrelated to the main activity. And the boss is just carrying out an activity that is out of his own preference. It's not something that is required that every doctor should do that. And so you there, that's not the only thing you are required to, to assist with. So you have to express, let him know your stand. And then if he tells you that, then having known your stand, then this is the only thing I will let you do, then maybe you have to leave the place. Because some people will even respect you and say, okay, then I will not let you do this anymore. You will do other things.
Hello, Daddy. Please, I want to know about this aspect of the discipleship as a lead person.
I didn't hear the last bit.
I'm saying I want to
This
know
aspect of
as a lead person leading disciples.
Okay.
How your appearance really matter, when you lead people. Because I've realized that we have many followers of many some men of God where they try to do likewise in terms of appearance, how they will just leave beard, hair, and all that. So appearance as leaders, how do we appear in front of our disciples? Because some of them will take after how you.
Yeah. Okay. That's why I was saying that once you come into leadership, there are many things you cannot do, even though they are not necessarily evil, they may not be bad, but you can't do. Now, talking about appearance, or let's say fashion, or let's say how you dress, how you keep yourself as a leader, it's very important, very, very important. Number one, scripturally, you are supposed to dress with modesty. Scripturally, that's what the Bible says. Modesty. It's not only for women, also with men. Then you are not supposed to do things that you are just doing for people to. You are just doing to have to get people's attention. Yeah, because you are a leader and all that. Then also you have to also understand things that are culturally obnoxious. There are certain things that we cannot really put scripture to, but Paul said that's not even nature teach you. So you cannot, as a leader, put on an appearance that, number one, will suggest that you are not mature. Number two, I'll explain. Number two, will add you, they will number you among unbelievers. Jesus was numbered among transgressors because he was nailed between the transgressors. But you should not be numbered among transgressors, among unbelievers. To the extent that when they look at you, we will not see any difference. Let's say you are a singer, the secular artist, the way they appear and the way you appear, there's no difference. We are not adorning the gospel of Christ well. When I talk about maturity, I'm talking about being caught in the frenzy of changing fashion. Changing fashion. You always want to be fashionable and all that. But let's say, even right now, if you go to the workplace, let's say you are working at a bank, and your boss is coming to work, look at the way he dresses. If you work in the hospital and you are going to work, look at the way you are required to dress. If you work in the teaching field, teachers are even required to dress in a certain way. Or you don't know, GS has some laws on teaching. That even as a teacher, you're not even required to wear trousers to teach. Yes, it's there. Then, so you're supposed to look smart and okay, but then, so you coming to lead somebody as a disciple, you have to be mindful of your appearance. Your appearance should not be suggestive, should not be seductive, should not be revealing. Are you getting me? Should not be attention seeking. Not only women, or men also. So let's say you are discipling somebody, and then the kind of dresses you wear, cleavage, short this. Now nobody is trying to say that I don't wear that too, but you must know that you are not helping your disciple. Like Pastor was talking about the Josmea tattoo. You see that? I mean, even even unbelievers, well, even unbelievers don't really, they don't think it's such a good idea. So for a church leader to do that, and I think where she was coming from, she was trying to talk about grace and that we are not under restriction, and it's nothing. But if you know what goes on in tattoo studios, and you know the kind of environment that is there, okay, then you know where that thing is coming from. Like, it's not as harmless as putting a tattoo. I mean, if somebody has a tattoo, you don't have to condemn the person. Are you getting me? Yeah, but then if you're a leader of a certain caliber, you have to be careful the things you endorse publicly. At best, shy away from certain things in order not to cause controversies. But some people love controversies. Even the way you keep your hair. These days I see many guys, the way they keep their hair and all that. Well, I don't see anything wrong. But then you see, the thing is that, me personally, I believe that when we look at your hair, we can figure out what is going on in your head. Yes, it's true. You see, when somebody is getting mad, oh no, I'm not saying no. When somebody is getting mad, when a person starts, you notice that the hair, you notice that the hair is left unattended to for some time. And so when we see people and they see their hair, sometimes you don't know whether they have started that course, that madness course, or it's just fashion. And to be frank, there are some people, when they are approaching you, for instance, one day I had a problem with my car in Accra, around Tatequashi, and then it was 7 p.m. and 2 guys were coming towards me. And to be frank, I was quite afraid, not knowing they were coming to rather help me. And they eventually helped me with the car, everything. But as they were approaching me, because the hair was like that. And in our society, how I've seen people who are very good, very spiritual outside, and they are done all those things. But I mean, they will tell you always, they just, it's fashion. But if you're a leader, it becomes different. So if, let's say, you are in this ministry and then you have come, you are a guy, and you have done that to your hair, I mean, I'm not going to say, walk out. But if you become a leader, I will call you and tell you, change it. Because it's not, you are spoiling what we are trying to do. That's like we are giving a different message. I get you. That's why when we are going for crusades, for instance, we sometimes even talk to the ladies that don't go there with trousers. Not that we don't believe in, I mean, we don't condemn trousers, but then at that place, they cannot receive your message because of what you are wearing. Yeah, at that place, there was one man a woman of God who used to preach against makeup. He used to preach against makeup. And then he and his wife went to a certain place. When they got down, the host came to him and said that, why is his wife not wearing any makeup? And the host told him that your wife should at least put on some makeup, because here it is prostitutes who don't wear makeup. So that the man had a revolution in his mind, that the thing was a cultural thing. Because in one society, Prostitutes are the ones who don't wear makeup. Another society too, people say if you don't wear makeup, you are holy. So depending on where you are, you must know how to conduct yourself. But once you know people are going to copy you, then you must know how you carry yourself as a leader.
Hello. Daddy, so in a case where, let's say the family you are going to, as in the person you are discipling, probably her mom or her dad, they have such beliefs that you don't wear trousers, you don't braid your hair and stuff like that. And you're going to disciple their child, and definitely they'll have to know you because you go into the home. They'll know you. So how do you, deal with that? Should you say that because you're discipling the person, you not braid your hair, you not wear trousers?
Yeah, okay. See, in the first place, when, let's say, you are talking about going to somebody's house to maybe preach or talk to the person, visit the person, right? Then the parents won't allow you to come because, yes, so you have to arrange with the person, maybe meet the person somewhere else. Because there, they won't allow you to come. And if there's a way you can change something for them to receive you first, so later you can explain things to them, then you do that. If there's no way to, then it means that somebody else must take up that discipleship role. Somebody, maybe, it means that you can't disciple the person because as far as the parents are concerned, they will not allow you. But there are many ways of reaching people. So you can find alternative ways of reaching the person without going to the house. Okay. All right. So, in discipling people, we must also understand that there are certain things that go into it. Like I said, it goes beyond the church, the boundaries of the four walls of the church. It goes beyond the classroom. To be able to go beyond that to make an impact in a person's life. So, every discipler, you must see yourself as sharing in the fatherhood of God.